this thing on? What is up, guys? Game Cat, Iron Block, Sleeper. What's up? Doing something cool, a little different. Haven't done a cube in a while. We are doing this GameCube today for the members. All right. Let me know if that music's too loud, guys, as always. Turn down a little on my end. All right, yeah, black GameCube. We're throwing in the Game Boy player. For those of you that have not been here before, we do a members-only giveaway every single month. It is the last day of this month, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, we're giving this bad boy away. It's a little bit dirty. We're going to clean it up a little bit. Hop in here. I'm going to do the modding first, though, because I already had it running, so the thermal pads should be nice and melted up. This thing's kind of dusty in here, though. Let me get a little... That's good. Okay. Doing the Pico boot mod. We're doing the 128 gigabyte SD card. Yeah. This thing will run Game Boy games without the disc because of the Swiss software and the GBI interface, Game Boy interface that's on there. So yeah. What's up, everybody? What's up, Cheese? What's up, Swap? What's up, Gabe? Yep, every month doing the giveaway. If you guys want to become members, just click the join button. It is $5. You're automatically entered. 36 members right now. Really good chances. All right, let me grab a flathead. Grab a flathead really quick. Thank you, Gabe. Trying to get a new video up tomorrow. I still have to edit it, but I shot it yesterday with this bad boy. The analog 3D. I think it's pretty cool. It did not work on my HDMI CRT back there, which was such a bummer. Hopefully they fix... I'm not kidding. I would like to use it on that just because I think it would be funny. But apparently this TV only supports up to 1080i, and the analog 3D, the lowest resolution it does is 1080p. So a bummer that is. They should really offer more. All right. Got these plugged in. You plugged in. Okay, good. I don't know the last time that this was off of here. I bought it like this. So, pretty good looking Game Boy player. It's a little dirty. Spray it out. Some contact cleaner before we ship it. I have tested this and I know it works. I just built a bunch of these. They're up on the website. If anyone wants to grab one, they are still available. Yeah, man, I got some really awesome CRTs. That's not even the best stuff in my collection, honestly. All the better stuff. Well, this stuff's awesome. I shouldn't say. These are awesome. That PVM on the bottom there is the first PVM I ever bought. I got it for 75 bucks. I ordered it on eBay. It shipped from Japan. It was a little bit broken, but it still worked. I was very excited. 75 bucks. Can't beat that. And this was like in 2019. It was pretty while ago. First time playing Double Dash. I love Double Dash. It's hard, though, you know? It's one of the harder Mario Karts, in my opinion. All right, lid's off. No screws in this, right? I'm going to put a funky... Guys, remind me in the end. I want to put a funky jewel on this because this jewel's kind of scratched. I have some cool ones that I've never used that are over there in my parts area. So remind me when we get done. We'll do a funky jewel. I got some cool ones. Pop this bad boy off of here. Let me turn this thing on. There's that. All right, now we need a bunch of screws to be removed. I'll do them by hand. I usually use this right here, but it's kind of annoying. Maybe it's not that annoying. Is this that annoying? That's not that bad, huh? Playing Skate. Have you played the new Skate? I have not played it yet. It looked bad. It looked like not good to me, so I haven't even tried it. I just play Skate 3. What more do I need than Skate 3? Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate it, Gabe. Any chance I can get a modded 3DS? We have 3 on the website right now. Can you help me with a mod boot for a GameCube? I used the Pico boot mod. That's what we're installing today. You came on the right day because we're going to be installing one on this and giving it away to one of the members. So yeah, I will be helping you. Pay attention. What is up? Stick to Skate 3, yeah. You know, I've been trying to find a copy of Skate 2. And I haven't seen any out and about, you know. Cuz Skate 1 and Skate 3 is on Game Pass, but Skate 2 isn't. Does anyone know why it isn't? So yeah, you're going to take this crap off. Oh, I have a screw back here. I just did like 11 builds of this, so I can do this pretty much with my eyes closed at this point. But I might need to turn some more lights on because it gets kind of difficult with the small soldering. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. There you go. That probably looks better. All right. Should I keep my screws? I have no idea why there are so many screws in a GameCube. Half the time I don't put them all back in because it's like you don't need, there's so many. I mean, I appreciate the over-engineering of the GameCube, but it's like, why is there so many screws? Skate 2 was my fave. Used to play it a lot with my friends, but then they killed the online servers. Assume, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, Skate 2 had like the best like marketing. Like I was watching one of the Skate 2 commercials the other day. It popped up on Instagram. Man, that was so sick. It was such a time, man. What's going up, Canned L5? Deliver content. You inspired me to collect retro game consoles. So far, I have a GameCube, GBA, and a Sega Genesis. Awesome. You need to get a Super Nintendo in there. Happy to hear it, man. That's awesome. GameCat, I appreciate that. I don't think that's true, but I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna pop this disk drive off. This disk drive does not work. You know, not that it doesn't really matter, but you're gonna have games on SD, so. Let's see how clean of a rip I can get of these thermal pads. Because I did heat them up. So we're going to see how good it is. Is there a specific Pico board needed? Yeah, I'll show you. Well, it's called the Raspberry Pi Pico. And it should be right in front of me somewhere. It's right here. This is the Pico. And you don't have to use this ribbon cable, but I use it because it makes it like so much easier than running wires. And you can buy these ribbon cables from Angry Helder. His website is heldergametech.com. Go to the GameCube section. These are the ones you want to use. I've used some of the cheap Chinese ones and they work, but they're so annoying to install. They aren't, these ones are designed the best so that they're easy to install. The cheap Chinese ones, they don't make the solder points like stick out enough, so you end up just like tearing them apart, and it's super annoying. I tried to install a cheap Chinese one last weekend or last week, and it was like I just went back to using these because I have a ton of them. This is a GameCube. I'm looking to get rid of two Xbox 360s and a PS3 and an iPod and an iPad because I really don't know how to get them fixed. The iPod I might be interested in, and the PS3. I got so many 360s, and the iPad. You could send me an email. I could maybe buy the stuff from you, but it's not going to be for much. Will the modded GameCube work fine in PAL region? Yeah, I mean the games are going to be installed on it, so it will work anywhere that you can plug it into the wall and get the correct power to it. It will work. What's some good GameCube and Game Boy original GBC and GBA? Oh, let's see if we can pop this clean. We didn't get it clean. It must be too old. I think I got some replacement ones. Did I throw them away? well, we're gonna have to make do with this because I don't have any replacement ones. I did. They were here They were here like the other day, but I cleaned my desk and now they're gone. So we're just gonna stick with this. This will be okay though. The GameCubes don't tend to overheat, so okay. Next thing is we gotta install this thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me read some chat. My friend says old games suck, but I think they're the best. I like old games because I just don't like to have to use the internet to play them. Like even this thing right here, bro. Like even this thing, you know, it's made, for those of you that don't know, this is like the new N64 that Analog made, and you can play N64 games on your HD TV. It's pretty cool for the price. It's like 250 bucks. It's not bad. It plays N64, whatever. But even this thing, like I had to update it. I couldn't just plug it in. It didn't work. Like I had to literally update it, plug the SD card into my computer. I hate stuff like that. It's annoying, you know? So that's why it's just nice to play old games sometimes, because you literally just put the game in and start playing it. All right. All right, I guess well, let's clean this up a little bit. I have... Let me do this really quick. There we go. That's like brighter, I feel like. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to focus to do this because the solder point's so small. We're gonna clean up this area right here for the adhesive. 2006 gamer, welcome to the members club. Appreciate you. The only thing I need is the hard drive. There's a lot of good mod kits for the Game Boy Advance SP. What was your first Game Boy game? It was Pokemon Red that you got as a kid. My first one was Pokemon Red. Yep, Pokemon Red and Blue. Yep. I remember, and it's like one of those memories. I was so young that I can't anymore. I can't distinguish if it was a memory or if it was a dream, but I believe it was a real memory because I've had it for as long as I can remember, of basically going to the store and getting a Game Boy and Pokemon Red, and then my dad went to the cell phone store, which was AT&T before it became Singular, and he got like his first cell phone that same day. And I remember being like sitting in the store on the floor. I was like 6 years old. And I was trying to figure, like, I didn't read that good yet. So I was like learning to read like as I was playing the game. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you just start reading around 5, 6. I think I was 6. 5 or 6. Anyways, all right. I need solder. Oh, right here. Super Mario Sunshine, Skies Arcadia. Yeah, those are great games. I love Melee. Melee is my favorite GameCube game. Easily, it's Melee. Melee's just the best. Link's Awakening. Yep, my dad played it with me. That's cool, man. To enter the giveaway, you just have to be a member. Just gotta click the join button down below. Had yellow, but then I bought all the other colors and got silver and crystal, then platinum, and I stopped playing because, damn, that sucks. Thoughts on the Analog 3D? It seems to work. You know, I played it a little bit. I filmed a video, so I've only played it for like an hour. Well, not even an hour, probably like 15-20 minutes while I was filming clips for it. Should have brought a hat in here. Need a hat. No problem, man. Appreciate you joining the gamer, the 2006 gamer. Modding the GameCube, definitely want to add the Game Boy player so you can play. Yeah, that's the coolest thing I think about modding the GameCube is that the Game Boy player discs are like $100. They're pretty collectible. They're pretty hard to find. So modding them lets you use this thing called GBI. It's Game Boy interface, and then you can play the Game Boy games without needing the disc. All right, I'm gonna duck my head over around here. Soldering on this is actually pretty tough because you have to make sure you don't bridge anything, and it can be kind of hard to do that. There, bridge that. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it to me, please. Not today. Not today. All right, we got to be careful because I don't have another one of these. I've been doing these at my my warehouse. I have a brand new soldering iron, so it works a little bit better than this one does. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. We're good. We're good. We're good. I think I got it. It's so hard to tell. All right, we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna plug. I'm just gonna set this on here. We're gonna plug it in and see if we got action. All right, I need this. Joe Blow Slabloni, I appreciate it, man. Just caught the modded GameCube Clear Blue from your site, bro. Thank you. Looking forward to playing it. Sorry with the house. Oh no, no problem. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. All right, we're gonna pop this bad boy in here, see if this thing's working. You can turn it on like this. The Gamer 2006. How can I get my own custom Game Boy? Just go on jboymods.com. Everything's on there. Everything's on there. This is the solder I use. This is the stuff I've always used. It works the best for everything. It's got 1.8% flux, 0.8 millimeter. Sometimes I use something a little smaller, but this just works for mostly for everything that I do. Also, I made you a feelings chart of your profile picture. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Back when we were kids, we used to use guidebooks for our Pokemon games. I love guidebooks, dude. That's one thing that I still actively collect is guidebooks, man, because they just don't make guidebooks anymore. Me and my, you know, it's funny because me and my friend, my best friend Joe, we would always like, we'd buy the new Pokemon game together. Like he'd buy the game, I'd buy the game, and then we would like split the guide. Like we would pay for half the guide and then we would share the guide. It was kind of funny. Because the guides cost as much as the game. Almost, it was like 30 bucks for the guide. I'm like, dude, that's so expensive. But like we were like wanting to get everything, so that was always fun. Do you have modded PSP? Yep, we just had a sale on them, but we do have a couple left in the store. You guys got to go to jboymods.com. All right, let's fire this thing up. Let's see. Do I have a full screen? I just have the wide shot, so we'll just stick with this shot real quick. I'm gonna try to fire it up. I need this. You guys see that? You guys can see that. Okay, what are we on? 2? All right, and it's working. As you can see, you guys can't see it that good. I can't really zoom, but as long as we see the games on the screen, we're good to go. So that's good. First try. All right. You love to see it. And if anybody who wins this, music down. It's kind of annoying me. Actually, you know, let's skip through it a little bit because this is kind of like one of the more annoying ones. If anyone who wins this wants some different games or wants me to make sure there's certain games on there, it's all good. I can hook it up. I just put some of the heaters on there. You know, the Marios, the Pokemons, the Smashes, all the good stuff, the hits. Had a good one. Yep. What's going on, Neo Wolf? VCR. Love me some VHS. What's going on? Him Vio. Zangetsu Blade. I'm getting the names. It's my favorite ROM hack. You know, I'm not big on ROM hacks. I've played a couple of them. You know, nothing really sticks out that I've played. They all kind of start to mesh together when you've played them. So I don't really have one. What's yours? No, I hear a lot. I get a lot of requests of Emerald Sea Glass. A lot of requests, and I've never played it, though. Okay. We'll do a test of the Game Boy Player 2 when we're done here. I'm just going to go ahead and put all of these screws back in by hand, just to slow us down a little bit. I can't tell you how many times that when I first started modding these, I would put the entire thing back together and forget to put the disk drive back in it. And then I have to take all the screws back out. That was always fun. All right, let's put these in first. See how easy it is to mod a GameCube, guys? I did some, if anyone's looking for a GameCube, I have a few left on the website, and there's some funky colors too. If anybody I did some shell swaps on them. And then if anybody's just looking for like a stock Game Boy or a GameCube, I'm gonna have some on the new site soon. Yeah, I'm already done modding it. I did all the prep work though, or like I already prepped this. Like I had to solder this to this ribbon cable. And then I had to, like this ribbon cable, I had to solder the Pico to it. I did that at the warehouse earlier. And then I had to flash it. So I had to put the, like, basically the operating system onto it so that it knows what to do. And then I also had to dump all the games and everything onto the SD card, which took like an hour because the drives are really slow. I did all the boring stuff earlier today so that this could be pretty seamless. But yeah, we are done. Let me read some chat. Also, do you do any modded OG Xbox? I do not. I do not mod Xbox. I have a Mountain Dew Xbox that I would like to mod though. I go back and forth. Like, should I keep it stock? Should I mod it? It's so rare. I don't know. Oh wait, see, I'm already getting ahead of myself. These screws don't go in. Love your channel. Got me into modded. Modded my 3DS, PSP, Vita. Nice. Got the GC loader. Let's go. Yeah, I loved when they came out with the shells for the GameCube. Because the GameCube shells just crack so much just because people abuse them. So that happened a couple years ago. And was very stoked about that. So I love doing the shell swaps on the cubes because I just get so many damaged cubes. I've never had a GameCube growing up. Oh, that's too bad. Can I request certain games on the GameCube order? Yes, you can. Just leave them in the notes section. You know, there's a handful of games already on there. And I'll just delete some of the ones if there's not enough room. I'll just delete some of the like filler ones. And yeah, you can request up to like 5 to 10. And I'll put them on there. I have the library, so it's not too bad to pop them on there. They just transfer kind of slow. I don't do like 128 seems to be the sweet spot. Like I could do larger SD cards, but I feel like the larger SD cards just kind of slow it down. And like you don't need every GameCube game. Some people want that, like every GameCube game. It's like, come on, be honest with yourself. Are you gonna play every single game? And you can always put more games on it. So I feel like 128's the good sweet spot. It's like it's about 80 games. Some of the bangers. Do you have any plans to learn to mod anything else? I'm always learning. Like I don't know. I recently started modding iPods. I'm gonna start doing quite a few iPods. I have like 8 iPods that are gonna be up on the site once the parts come in. But finding the time is the hardest part, you know. Finding the time to like do the stuff, you know. Learn the new mods. I have a Game Boy Advance SP, and I played a lot of Pokemon. Nice. Can you still use the disk drive? This disk drive doesn't work on this unit. So, no, you can't. You could use the disk drive on it, technically, but this one didn't seem to read disks when I tested it. So it was the perfect candidate for doing this. And a lot of people ask, well, if it doesn't read disks, like, why not just emulate? And emulation's good. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, but the modded GameCubes are nice because you know it's 100% going to play any GameCube game at any time. And there's no setup. You know, with emulation, it's like, okay, there's certain settings I need to tweak to make it look right and blah, blah, blah. It gets annoying. You know? Some people aren't that nerdy. I feel like a lot of the nerds, they say you should just emulate, but they don't think about, like, not everyone's nerdy like you and wants to deal with setting up things like that. They just want to plug something in and play the game. So it's like one of those to each their own type of situations. That's how I feel about like all of the, like, what are they called? Like all of the little handhelds that are coming out, like all the stuff that Retro Game Core talks about. I think it's all really cool, but it's like at the end of the day, do I want to set up this thing? You know, you got to be pretty nerdy to want to do that. Do I want to mess with settings? Do I want to learn what integer scaling and bilinear whatever is? Most people don't. They just want to play the games. They don't have enough time to be messing around with that kind of stuff. But then again, some people are nerdy and they want to do that, and that's cool too. It all depends on what you're into, you know? I'm somewhere in the middle. Sometimes I want to, you know, mess around with stuff for hours and frustrate the hell out of myself, but sometimes I just want to play the game. iPod modding is awesome, man. I love iPods, bro. I've been listening to my iPod like crazy. I've been collecting CDs like crazy. It's been sick. I love it. They sound so much better. They really do. And like there's something that like about listening to music on an iPod or anything that isn't your phone is so enjoyable. Because, like, you don't realize how many times you pick up your phone and do something until you start listening to music on it. It's like, oh, I'm listening to music on my phone, and then you open Instagram, and all of a sudden it's playing a reel, and it's like, whoa, I don't want to hear the freaking reel. I want to hear the music, you know? So it's cool to have an iPod because you can do things on your phone and not have to, like, constantly being like, no, like, I want to listen to music, not, you know what I mean? So iPods are sick. Okay, I think this thing is ready to go back together. Boy. Do the modded GameCubes ship with a controller? No, the controllers are sold separately. On my website, I got some controllers up there. They're all OEM. I got them all cleaned. The best of my ability. They're all original, though. Most of them are the best kind of controller. The third gen, I call them third gen controllers, which are the best ones, because those are the only ones I buy. A little bit of alcohol. I think I got some paper towels. We can, yeah, I got some paper towels. We'll wipe this thing down a little bit more. Let's get this screws back in here. Sometimes I'll forget to put the screws in, and I'll go to lift it up, and the whole thing will fall. That's not good. We don't like that kind of thing. All right, let me read some chat. What's your most detailed and best built handheld? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a tough one. The Game Boy Advances are probably the sturdiest. If you're trying to get a handheld you can toss across the room and it would still work, it would probably be a Game Boy Advance, but hard to say. There's a charm in having the right object too. Emulation has a different niche, I suppose. Yeah, I agree, Axel, 100%. They're both great. I hate that there's a war between like real hardware and emulation. It's like, dude, they both have their places, you know? Some people like to collect stuff. Some people want to have Haunting Ground, the $600 PlayStation 2 game, because they just like the game and they want to look at it on the shelf. Some people just want to play it once because they like horror games and they're never going to play it again. You know, both people. Some people have a $500 or $600 sealed copy of Melee that they need to get graded, and even though they play the game off of a modded Wii, they don't even play the disc. Some people are crazy. Can you mod an N64? I don't really mod N64s, brother. Sorry. You don't really, unless you wanted to HDMI mod it, but I think they have adapters for that now. So you don't really, it kind of defeats the purpose. You can just buy the adapter and then like you just need a flash cart to play all the games. So it's like there's not really much to mod on it anyways. You know what I'm saying? Hey everyone, how's everything been holding up right now? What's going on? No Name. It's going good. We just finished this GameCube. I didn't realize that we would do it that fast, but I got really good at doing it because I did like 11 or 12 of them for the holidays, because people keep emailing me. When are you gonna have GameCubes? When do you have GameCubes? Well, they're on the website now. So you got it, Joe Blow. Yeah, cop a controller. I'll make sure it's nice and I'll make sure you get a good one, nice and real good one. The 64 I would buy. The summer cart has the games emulating 64 is tough. Yeah. What's going on, Sony? How much? What's going on, Mick? Some of y'all names, I swear, man, I can't even read them. I shouldn't even try. All right, we got this bad boy. Feels good, feels good. Let's get this bad girl on here. Let's spray the crap out of this thing with contact cleaner, actually, too. Ooh, that's the good stuff. Just a little WD-40. Oh, crap. I knocked my wire down. This is contact cleaner for those who think I just actually sprayed it with WD-40. All right. Looks pretty good. All right. I told you guys I would do a fancy jewel. Let's get this thing wiped off a little bit. Let's pop this jewel out of here. Okay, jewel's popped out. Let me get some paper towel. This thing is sweet. This is going to be a good one for somebody. All right, let me grab the jewels. Oh, these are sick. These are the best part. This part's sick. Okay. I forgot about these. I think I have one more. I got the Animal Crossing. I got the cool. I think this one would be my pick just because it's black, so it'll look at. But then we also have the Metroid. How do you get the Jew? I'm modding my first GBA. Hold on. The gamers. Okay. Do you have Discord? Yeah, Discord link should be down there in the description. If it's not, it's on my Instagram too. I'm modding my first GBA when the parts arrive. Excited for a nice screen. Let's go. I love GameCubes. Are you on 3? Nice. Let's go. Yeah, GameCubes are sick. Aesthetically, the best looking console. We also have this one. Guys, I need your help. You guys got to help me decide. We got this Mario. I could leave the original one in, but I just like these custom ones. I think I'm going to go with this one, unless you guys think the Metroid one's sicker. You know, I'll let the winner decide. How about that? This one looks like this. That one's fire. I like that one a lot. There's that one. Can't get it out of there. Okay, there's that one. We'll do them all. I don't even remember when I got these. It's been a long time. Years. I probably had these for 5 years. Yo, that one looks sick. Obviously. This one is probably my favorite. The Animal Crossing one. But I just don't think it looks good with just the black. I think it needs like a special shell. We'll look at the Metroid one really quick. That one's pretty sick. And we're going to announce the winner of this tomorrow. So anybody that's watching this after the fact, you can still enter. Just make sure that, you know, I didn't announce the winner or anything yet. There will be a members stream. This one is really cool. I got to peel off the cover, unfortunately. I would like to leave it on, but I want you guys to see how cool it looks. So, oh, wow. Oh, no, actually. That one's so cool, man. Oof. That one is hard. I don't know, man. That one is hard. Sheesh. How do you enter? You just got to click join, become a member. Yeah, that one's too good. If I was the winner, I would pick that one. I'm going to let the winner decide what they want. I'm going to let the winner decide. I'll post what it looks like once we announce the winner. And then, of course, we got Mario. But I know it's not this one. Unless the person who wins really likes Mario Sunshine, which it is a really good game. But like I said, I think this would look better on like a blue shell, something like that. But I think my pick's either the Zelda or the Metroid for sure. How do you enter to win? You just have to join and become a member. It is only $5 a month. You can cancel at any time. You guys know how memberships work at this time. How do you get the custom jewelry? I think I got these from Handheld Legend. I think Handheld Legend sells them. Let me try to look them up really quick. I'm pretty sure, and they're not like super expensive or anything. They used to sell them. I mean, like I said, it's been years that I've been holding on to these. Just crazy to think about. I swear they sold them. I swear they sold them, but they probably sold out. Oh no, it was Retro Game Repair Shop. It was Retro. I'll post the link. Yep, they're right here, guys. I found them. And they're still doing a sale too. You can use my code also. My code is JBoy Mods on here, and you get 10% off. Yeah, these are only like $6, but most of them. Oh no, they're in stock. They're in stock. You're good. These are sick. I actually might freaking put a couple of these on my GameCubes that are for sale. First one is sick. Yeah, I think it looks good with the black too. Do the preloaded games on the GameCube have Fire Emblem? I think Fire Emblem might be on there, but just leave it in the notes, and I'll be sure to add it if you want. I'm pretty sure I put Fire Emblem on there. Any expensive game I put on there, I think Go-Go Hypergrind's on there. Any game that's really expensive should be on there. Sigil Sweet. I'm just going to say Sigil. Can I trade a new 2DS XL for a modded DS Lite? I don't do custom DS Lites. I would take your 2DS XL if you wanted to trade it in. But I have some DS Lites, but no Lucario themed ones. That's it. Let's make sure that the Game Boy player works. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop in this, my Beat to Heck. Dude, this is my test cartridge for, I test every Game Boy with this cartridge. It has been through it. It is about to go into the trash, unfortunately. I just don't think it has a lot of time left. But let's see if it works. We're gonna pop that bad boy in there. And let me get a controller. I do not sell Wii U's or Wii's currently. I have about 15 of them, though, that will be for sale soon. Okay, for anyone out there interested in how we do this, when you get on here, you guys see that screen good enough? You probably can't see it that well. You're going to scroll down to where it says GBI. Let's see. Yeah, Fire Emblem's on there. I see it. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. You're going to scroll down to... Wait, I think I passed it. GBI. Here it is. Game Boy Interface. And it's going to load the game, and it's going to tell me my game is dirty. So that's how you do it. Hasn't been fired up in so long. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, GameCube's real collectible. People love GameCube. Oops. There it goes. We got the Nintendo logo. You guys see that? Yeah, you see that. It's pretty awesome playing it on a big TV, honestly. It works. It works. That's it, guys. That is the stream for today. Sorry, it was a rather short one. We got that done really quick, which is awesome for me. And I would stay on, but at 6 o'clock, I got to start editing that YouTube short. So I'm going to be doing that the rest of the night. But thank you guys for stopping in. If you guys want a chance to win that GameCube, don't hesitate to join the members club. Like I said, I think we have 36 or 37 members now, so you got a really good chance of winning. We're going to spin a wheel for it in a members only live stream tomorrow. Do me a favor and like the stream. I've been getting kind of killed in the algorithm lately, so I appreciate you guys liking the stream, boosting me up a little bit, and subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, I appreciate you. Kane Ray, do you sell 3DS or 2DS XL? Yes, we have 3 or 4 in stock right now on jboymods.com. Be sure to check that out. Be sure to check it out if you want to see some of the stuff we have for sale. We got a lot of stuff for sale, so have a good one, Joe Blow. If you just checked out, I appreciate you. Oh, I think I see your order. Yeah, I think I see your order. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah, and if you want to send me an email to make sure I put those games on there, just go ahead and send it to me before I ship it out. Probably ship it out tomorrow or probably Tuesday because I got to go get it. It's not here. Do you ship to KSA? Where's KSA? Where is KSA? Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I think we can ship there. UPS. I've shipped there before, so I think there will be, you know, taxes due once it gets to you. Just know that. But I'm pretty sure we can ship there. It will be expensive. If you can ship the controller with the console, that would be cool. Yes, I'll definitely ship the controller with the console for you. Not a problem at all. Let me make sure I got your order in. Yes, I see it right here. And yes. Oh, I think it's you. Yeah. Should be good. You got your memory card. Yep, you're good to go. No problem. No problem at all. Did I win? Thank you guys again. I will see the members tomorrow when we announce the winner of this, and you can decide which jewel you want to put on here. I really want to pick this one. I think this one looks the best for the clean aesthetic of the jet black. Just have that on there. That's the one I would probably pick for this. Good luck to everybody that wants to join in on that. $5 every month. We give something away every month. Do you sell modded 3DS? Yep, they are on my website. Check it out. It is jboymods.com. I'm still down to do the modded cube. I got them all done. I appreciate you, Wiggett. I appreciate you, Wiggett. I remember you, though. I remember you saying you could do something for me. But I've been catching up on everything, so I'm doing good. Are you going to do a video on the Boxy Pixel iPod kit coming out? You know, I was gonna. You know, I was trying to solicit them to send me a kit for free because they're so expensive. But they didn't send me one, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it. You know, maybe once they come back in stock. But I think they're still sold out. So I think there's another person making a similar kit that is a little bit cheaper. So I might do one of those. But yeah, I would like to do a build. You know, I guess I could always resell the iPod. I don't really like, you know, personally, I think the design is cool, but I don't like the iPod being as heavy as I know it will be if it's fully metal. I like the iPod being really light, especially once you mod it with the SD card mod, and it doesn't have a spinning drive in it anymore. It's super light, and it almost is a shame to lose all that lightness by putting it in a giant metal case, and it makes it all heavy again. You know what I'm saying? So personally, it's not for me. I do think it's a cool idea though, if you're not like a person that does anything active with it and you just listen to it passively. But I like to skate when I use it, and I don't need another giant thing in my pocket, you know what I mean? So I would like to grab one day though. Every time I go on their website, they're sold out. So I do not mod Switches, sorry. Love the stream. Thank you, Wade. I appreciate you. When's the next giveaway? I don't know what. We're going to do a real giveaway soon. When the new site launches, we'll do some giveaways. I'm thinking about giving away one of these. I have an extra one I don't know what to do with. And it's not worth selling it. I bought 2 of them because I was going to give one away when we hit 300K, which is so funny. Because I bought it in October of last year, and I didn't get it till November of this year, and we're at over 400K now, which is hilarious. So we're gonna give one of these away soon, I think. I don't know. Do people even want these? I don't know. I go back and forth on it because it's like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't know if people really even want it. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Next giveaway, we do a members only giveaway every month, so it'll be next month. Yeah, there's a Discord. I've been a little bit more active in it lately. If you have any questions, you can always go in there, ask questions. I've been pretty good about answering questions. So you have 30 N64 games, you'll buy it. I'll let you know if I sell it. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it. You know, I don't really need to sell it. I probably, if I get rid of it, I'll probably give it away for something, but we'll see. I had a good Thanksgiving. Thank you, Wiggett. I really appreciate you saying that. I hope you had a good one, too. Can you sell me a modded one? A modded one of what? What are we talking about? I have a lot of modded things on the website. You should go on there. What shells do you have for the DS Lite? I got like a clear blue one. I got like a Pokemon New York one. Or not Pokemon New York. It's like Nintendo New York. They're all aftermarket, but they look cool. I have a Mario one, I think. If you're interested actually in doing a trade, send me an email at support@jboymods.com. Let me type it in the chat. And I'll send you some photos. That is my support email. You can email me there. That is the best place to get in contact with me. I check that email every couple of days. So I got an old Game Boy. I got an old Advance. Could you save me? No. If you want to send in a Game Boy, I can give you like $50 credit for a Game Boy Advance that works. 2 GameCubes not working. Mario 64 in Jalisco, Mexico. Yeah, I mean, if you want to send, I don't really do send-ins. I don't know if you want to send stuff in from Mexico. It'll get really expensive. But you can send me an email. We can try to figure it out. I don't really do send-ins, but GameCubes I could probably do. They're not too tough, so I could probably make it happen. Is modding a 3DS worth it? Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. It's not that hard to do. People say it's super easy to do. Anybody could do it. It's not that easy to do. It still is quite a few steps. But it's not the hardest thing in the world. People act like it's, as easy as tying your shoes, though. It's really not. But it is fairly easy if you can follow a couple steps. I would say it's worth it. Is it safe? I don't know. You can always brick something. You can always ruin something some way. So, if you're worried about bricking your system, I would say probably don't mod it. There are things that can go wrong. Any DK theme mods? I'm tired of the DK disrespect. Not really at this time. I think I might have a DK DS somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. Being able to play N64 games without having to hook up your N64, honestly, I could take it or leave it. Are you talking about the analog 3D? I think it's pretty cool, I need to get a Bluetooth controller for it. I think it's pretty neat. I'm going to try playing it in the living room. We'll see how it goes. I tried to hook it up to my Wega back here because this thing takes HDMI. I was talking about it earlier in the stream, but it didn't work. I was trying to make a funny bit for my video that I filmed, and it doesn't work because I posted it in the group. There's an analog Facebook group, and I posted it as a joke, this thing doesn't even work on my CRT, and all the nerds got really mad. It was really funny, but there were a couple people that understood it was a joke, and they said, oh yeah, it doesn't work because that TV only supports up to 1080i, and the analog 3D only outputs 1080p. So hopefully they'll give a 720p option on the analog 3D eventually. I think it's strange that they don't offer that because some people still use 720p stuff. So I don't know. It's weird though. Hopefully we can get that working. I can play it on that TV just because it's stupid. I found the Vita to be the hardest to mod so far. Vitas are actually pretty easy. Vitas are easier than 3DSs. PSP is one of the easiest, though. PSPs are pretty easy. But acquiring the games is a little bit annoying. See, that's the hard thing. The nice thing about the Vita is once you mod it, you get the PKG app, and you can just download the games. The PSP, you have to find the games yourself online, and it gets kind of difficult, kind of annoying. I'm surprised anyone got their hands on an analog console. They were totally sold out. Well, yeah, they sold out last year in October. And then they just shipped those ones recently, so people finally got their hands on them. It's crazy though. I was like, if I knew it was going to take that long to get it, I would have not purchased one. So I was kind of annoyed about that. But thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the new members. Thank you to the homie that sent the super chat. That was awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. It was Joe Blow. Thank you so much, Joe Blow. Shout out to you. And I'll read a little bit of more chat, and then we're gonna head out of here and go eat some more turkey. We still have turkey. Is ROMs fun safe? No idea. I don't use any of the ROM sites really anymore. I know people that have ROMs, and I have so many ROMs already, so Modding is so much fun to do. Yes, modding is so much fun to do. Love a good mod. It's in the name. It's in the name. And then I have a Shrek TV over here if you guys want to see it. A little bit of Shrek TV appreciation for the end of the stream. Yep. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow for the members stream to announce the winner of this bad boy. Y'all have a good rest of the night. I will see you all in the next stream. Well, Shrek TV, why does that exist? Why doesn't it exist in every household in America? Should be your question. You're fired. You're blocked. I'm deleting you. I'm just kidding. That's the best TV ever made for all sorts of reasons. Mostly because of the ears. Peace out, guys. Love y'all.